Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel, Spiritual Mindset. I'm very happy to have you here. This is your general reading for January 2020. Please keep in mind it's general, so there may be things that resonate or not resonate, that do not resonate with you. But when Spirit wants you to hear a message, you will hear it clearly. So this is a general reading. A lot of people out there whose energies are being picked up on. But if there is something that you need to know, you will know. Your intuition will kick in and you will know that that message was for you. So please keep that in mind. I'm going to pull 3 cards to start the reading. Transformation energy being in the middle. What energy is needed to go through this transition in the month of January, and then what faith you need and what courage you need. And so during my meditative session before I started this video, I really picked up a lot of energy on healing, emotional healing, giving attention to your body and healing your body, having a healthy body. I feel like they're connected. You know, what we put into our bodies definitely affect our emotions, the vibrations of foods that we take in. And I feel like, I'm just going to spray my Archangel Michael oils. I feel like that's where you at. You're letting go of a lot of emotional baggage, the things that you have gone through. Feel like you're rearranging your life in the sense and just letting things go that no longer serve you. But let's go into the reading and see what the transformation energy is for Gemini. Let's take a look here. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini? Thank you. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. It's the energy at the bottom. So January could be a stepping stone to something that is going to be so beautiful in the future, right? Having goals and really meeting those goals, pointing the arrow toward exactly what it is you need and realizing that it's not overnight, but that it'll get there. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. So when you let go of emotional baggage, a lot of those emotional blockages that we have are based in fear, right? A lot of people cheat out of fear. You know, they argue out of fear. Fear that people will leave them, fear that they won't be happy, fear of this, fear of that. But really, and what a perfect card, the new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is so much about transformation, right? Coming out in this position. But the month of January is really going to be pivotal for you. It's about working through your fears. And again, it may not happen overnight, but it's this recognition of needing to do things differently, needing to do things differently because you're wanting to feel a different way. So, you know, whether this is, maybe there are addictions, you know, that you may have been a part of, or, you know, just money, fears, and all of these things. It's really a time to let go. And once you let go of this fear, to be your authentic self and then make choices and decisions based off of that. So I feel like there's some recognition of your part where you're now realizing, okay, I'm being this way because of this. Like there's a self-examination I feel that many of you have done, and you're recognizing these fears. And now in the month of January, it's simply going to be about healing them, so that you can be happy. I feel like you just want peace and you just want to be happy. You don't want craziness in your home life. You don't want to go to work and, you know, deal with drama. You just want to be happy. And so you're cutting things out in order to make that happen. Let's see what energy comes up for the faith position. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. At the bottom of the deck, community, faith. There's going to be people and friends there in your life that is going to help you within this, being part of the community, being active. You have friends and people that are going to help you through this transformation, that love you, that care about you, and they're going to make it easier. They're going to make it easier. So faith, position, you get happy family, that comes out in reverse. So you're going to have faith that when you work through these fears, whatever they may be, that your family will benefit from it, that there is happiness that's possible. I'm feeling like some of you out there are in fear that your family will be impacted by your actions, whatever those actions may be. But you're afraid that, you won't have what it is you want. Maybe there is some separation or emotional distance from your family members or close friends that you're feeling. You may be disconnected from your parents or your siblings, or something is standing between you and your family members, whether it's your children or even your spouse. And maybe this was rooted in fears that you've had, and now you're seeing that, right? There could be hostility there. Maybe there's been some harsh words that have been said, but really having faith and patience, knowing that if you communicate, use your intuition to guide you in what to say, what to do, and then you'll be able to truly transform the situation. But really what this is saying as well, this card, is that if you truly want to heal, which I was picking up earlier, that real and true healing starts when you choose to become your own loving parent, sibling, spouse, friend, or child. So in every relationship, self-honoring, and if you love yourself, if you believe in yourself, if you're not afraid to love yourself, not afraid to make healthy decisions, then that will transpire into happiness within your family. And so having faith that healing within the family unit is actually possible. That is what Spirit is asking you to do. And your friends, again, are going to help you with that. So let's look at the courage card. I'm going to pull a card for courage to see, because having faith is reaching out to nothing and believing that something will come from it, right? But courage is really something that has to be mustered up within your soul, even when you're scared, even when you're scared that things won't work out or things will blow up in your face. That's when courage is truly needed. So let's see the energy that's coming out for you with courage for Gemini, January 2020. Spirit, what is the message? Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, yin. Yes, I feel like that's the feminine energy that is needed. Again, with that emotional clearing of blockages, emotional blockages and baggage, definitely that is needed, when this transformation is taking place. Truth be told, and it comes out in reverse. So, let's take a look at this. Truth be told, number 14. And it comes out in reverse. So it's going to be a protection message. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others, right? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. You can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. This can also pertain to that. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth, even if you don't like what you hear. Acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose upon you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. So when it comes to working through these fears, Gemini, you recognize it. You recognize what you are fearful about and what's coming from that. And so in January, you're not being dishonest with yourself anymore, and you're for doggone sure not accepting dishonesty from others. And so if it's the courage of honesty. That's what I feel, and faith that will turn your family life into a positive and stable um, unit, right? So I feel like you haven't been honest with yourself. Maybe you're dealing with someone that you've been with for years and you're realizing that your source of happiness, you know, the things that have affected you, that you're not that's not healthy anymore, and what needs to change. Um, and you realize that once you work through that, the beauty that will come within that family arrangement. And so it's really about really going deep inside of you and seeing what it is that needs to be healed. And the message I'm hearing, Gemini, is doing that regardless of if you get support or not. You are strong enough to heal yourself. But you won't have to be alone, because there are people that want to help you with this. So Spirit, give me the cards that Gemini needs to hear right now for January 2020. What is the message that my dear Gemini need to hear for the month of January? Okay. What is the message? Okay, Page of Swords at the bottom. Five of Wands is in the middle of the reading at the center. So, yes, I see struggle. I see fights, petty fights, just a lot of conflict, a lot of unease in this card. This is really an energy of battling. Battling. And I feel strongly that this may be in the family unit, or even within yourself. Then you get the Justice card, really about finding clarity, truth, justice, balance, right? Where is the balance in all of this? And how do you cut through that? How do you recognize it for what it is? Is it you? Is it them? But what is your place in it, and how do you heal that? The underlying energy, or how we got here, is that it seems like you felt like you were out in the cold, right? That you had been abandoned. I'm feeling that you feel like you've been abandoned emotionally, and you've been living in that energy. And now you're at a point where you're done with that, right? You're ready to come out of the cold. You could be dealing with the soulmate, and really trying to get to the truth of the matter so that you can release these fears that you have inside of you and affect these relationships in a positive way around you. In the past, you get the Four of Wands in the upright position. So there was a lot of happiness, a lot of stability, a lot of celebration, a lot of happiness, right? And that is something I feel like you look back on and you want that again. But again, it's going to take faith, because these are essentially the same card. It's going to take faith in order to believe that that does exist, and that life is full of cycles and there's ups and downs that happen. So consciously, the King of Cups in reverse. Consciously, you're trying to heal that, but there may be moments of instability when it comes to your emotions and mastering that. It's really about self-mastery in the month of January for you guys, and understanding that all of this emotional baggage and these things from your past, that it's really truly a time to let it go. To let it go. And I know that you're there. You want to do that. So in the future, you have to let things fall apart in order to start a new beginning. Maybe you've been trying so hard to hold everything together and not be totally honest, but Spirit is saying, let it fall. See how it's coming right under this conflict card, this energy of conflict, right? All the battles, the center of your reading, and then it falls right under that. It's like you're just going to have to let ish hit the fan. so that it falls apart, because after that will be a beautiful healing energy. You know, those fears will dissipate, but it's needed. And right now you may be in a spirit of resisting it, when really it's about just letting it go and letting it happen. How you see yourself letting go of conflict, regret. There's a lot of transformation that's happening here. Letting go, you know, maybe there's fights. Maybe there have been things that have happened at the expense of others. Maybe you've had to cut people out of your life, and, you know, and it was necessary. And accepting that it was a necessary loss, and letting go of any feelings of guilt or regret that you have, because now it's time to bring balance into your life. It's time to bring balance. And then your environment, the Three of Wands, you're waiting. You're trying to assess your life. You're ready for your ships to come in. Again, you're ready for happiness. You're just at a point in your life where you don't want to be out in the cold, alone, not happy, you know, living this fake life, but you're ready to really accept what your truth is. And you're ready for your ships to come in. Before all of that to happen, there has to be a transformation of the things that you know are holding you back. And it's coming, Gemini. And then your hopes or fears. You have the Death in reverse. So Gemini, I feel like you're right there on the cusp. You recognize the things that need to die out of your life. You recognize what needs to explode in order to recreate the whole structure. But there is a delay, right? Because in the past here, you've seen this happy stability, and all of this you feel has only maintained its stability because of you being the way that you were. And so it feels like there's some fear that if you change, then everything will go horrible. That you have to uphold this image or uphold this false self or this mask. That you have to keep that on to be happy. And what Spirit is saying is, no, you have a right to be authentic. You have a right to speak your truth. Right? You have a right to be happy in your own right, right? We, as everyone here on the planet, we have a right as citizens on this planet to be happy and to be able to be in our skin, to go with the flow, and to find happiness in that vibration. It is your birthright to do that. And that's really what this is about, is letting go of that fear that things will not work out. And then the outcome, you have the Chariot, which is really about willpower and movement. So it is going to take belief in yourself, and to really understand that even though you may think you need to be someone else in order to get ahead, that if you keep being who you truly are, things will work out. You know, if you're in a marriage or in a relationship and you're having issues and family issues, and you're trying to hold the family together, and you're fearful that if you actually let go of being who you are and the role that you play, that everything will fall apart. Spirit is saying, no, you need to be your authentic self. You need to be happy. You need to come from that space in order to truly heal not only yourself, but I'm hearing everybody. Everybody is going to benefit. It may not be easy at first, but the outcome is going to be worth it, Gemini. It's going to be worth it. Trust and believe, okay? I'm going to pull one more card from the Buddha Wisdom, Divine Masculine. Spirit, what does Gemini need to know? January 2020. Thank you. Okay. Do what you have to do resolutely with all your body, mind, and heart. Did you hear that, Gemini? Do what you have to do. You know it. You know what is going to make you happy. You know what it is that you have to do. You've probably thought about it, right? And it's this person that you long to be, and you're so afraid that everything's going to fall apart, but Spirit is saying, I got you. The bottom of the deck, you have, as long as you have an unwavering faith, you are a truth seeker. Think about that. Faith, and we have truth here. Your card was truth be told, and your message of faith was about family, a happy family. So as long as you have unwavering faith and you speak your truth, all will be well. All will be well. And I know it's not easy, but it's possible, and Spirit got your back. So Gemini, those are your messages. I hope that it resonated with you. If so, please subscribe. I would love to see you again. Take care.